that consistently. Hey, Vlog Nation. Okay. Up to almost 50 subscribers. Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, because I just want more than 40, like 40 something. So if y'all can get my YouTube page up to 200 subscribers, okay, which is the 8th grade, okay, the rest of the 8th grade will get me there for the most part. We'll get close, okay. Then I will do something for you. I'm not sure what yet. You're gonna get a face cam? You're gonna face reveal? What? Are you gonna face reveal? My dream. Face reveal? Yes, at 200 subscribers, I will do a massive face reveal. And then people will be like, oh. I don't sound bald on the recording? Oh. I'll have to flash back to circa 2006, but yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, it's okay. You're way more upset about it than I am. I've processed it already. Yeah, that's why therapy exists. Mia, will you shut the door? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I put good vibes out into the universe every day that my beard doesn't disappear. Okay. Yes. All right. Now that we've severely trashed my hair follicles, let's watch Prime Video, apparently, which is what I just switched to. Hold on. I don't know. Okay. We are getting into looking at real world graphs. Okay. We've talked about functions and relations quite a bit. So now we're just going to start looking at some real world graph examples and kind of talk about what they really mean. This is going to be really beneficial for you in physics related items moving forward. Okay. Whether y'all are, I think I saw on her board today, it seems like y'all are doing some physics stuff right now. But the more you do this year or your sophomore, junior year when you actually take high school physics, this is the kind of stuff that you'll look at when you're getting into reading data. It's actually put into in a graph for you to analyze. So again, please make sure that you fill out your heading. We are in Algebra 1. This is 3.3. Today is the 18th. And this is B1. Okay, number 1. The graph shows the height of a roller coaster during a single ride. Describe the roller coaster ride. Okay, now this is going to be very, very minimal me talking at first. It's a lot of you kind of figuring it out, and then I'll kind of talk you through how you should really be displaying your answers or writing them out. Okay, but what I would like for you to do first is discuss with the person that you're going to be working with today or someone you're sitting next to. How would you describe the graph? What is it showing you? Okay, if the graph is representing a roller coaster going through one single ride. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds to a minute just to discuss kind of what you're seeing. Ready, set, go.
With my friend's son. I mean, no, my friend's not son. My friend, he's like, I can't.
Mr. Bennett, did you get that cup from either TJ Maxx or TJ Maxx?
Miss Perry gave it to me. I don't know where she got it. You should.
I bet it's one of those big places.
Hmm? I do not want to do that anymore. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Wait, I know my dad.
Well, what if this is like 20 feet?
That's a lot of feet.
You're still gonna get work
After the first
Because
day,
there's like,
you go dun, dun.
so it wouldn't pass the health examinator.
So this isn't a roller coaster. This is a heartbeat.
Haha, Brandon figured it out. Okay.
You flatline in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Just for a little bit.
Just like,
Just a little bit of cardiac arrest. Okay. So, talk to me. What do we see? Gibran.
It's going like up and down a lot.
no way.
Nailed it. I'm not saying it's dangerous, seems speculative, but yes, it is going up and down. What else do we see? Like, maybe walk me through the ride. Brian.
It's going up, and you get to the top, and you go, woo! And you go up, and you go, woo! And you go right, and you go, woo! And you go down, and you go, woo! And then you finish after the ride, going, ooh, that's fun.
I mean, great job. Okay.
Wait, wouldn't you just get stuck in between the first two though?
I'm
You
confused.
go really fast because like
Well, you would still get stuck in
but
there.
you're not
Hold on,
stopping.
hold on.
But, like,
What do you mean get stuck?
yeah, like you would just go. You would just
Okay,
stay here.
this is not the track. This is the change in elevation. So let's say that we start out. Do we start out changing height
Yes.
right here? To me, it seems like we start out at the same height for, who knows how long. Because it's just showing us time. It's giving us kind of a general idea. Okay. But the roller coaster starts out right here, and then it goes through a climb, yes, over a period of time. Now, just because this starts going down doesn't mean this one has to be like, woo! Okay. It's not the Shikra. Okay. It's going to, it can get to the top and then go straight down and then go back up, but you don't have to like get stuck in the crease. Okay. Well, I'm not sure there's a loopy loop. There might be, but I don't know. But if there was a loopy loop, actually, what would we see? Yeah, we'd see an up and down. Maybe right here. Could be right here. Right? Because this is like from the big drop. Those of you that have been on a big roller coaster, what follows typically the very first big drop? Yeah, usually if it has a loop, it's usually the big loop, right? Okay.
I think to test the theory, we should go to Fifty City. That's a good idea.
We should go to. Never mind.
You
You seem really fun and stuff on roller coasters, but after roller coasters, I get really dehydrated, like right now.
Yeah.
So can I go get the water?
Yes.
Just about to make it sure.
Okay, so we would say, you don't have to write this word for word, but we just want to make sure that we describe it. Okay, so the roller coaster, we'll say left the gate. And then climbed which direction? Up, down, that way. Then climbed up before. Thank you. Both of those sheets are on the counter. Excited to have you. Then climbed up before a large decline. A decline? Going down? Fancy word. The roller coaster, we'll just say the RC. It then climbs up again. Then has a smaller decline. So see how specific I'm being, okay? Yes, it goes up and down, okay? But over time, what is it doing specifically? Is it a big decline? Is it a small decline? Okay. Is it a big increase? Is it a small increase? How long does it stay flat for? Let's see. So then it has a smaller hill, we'll say, or climb. And then how would you describe the last little? So let's say we've just described right here. So how would you describe this last part right here? Okay, small decline. Yenny dies for a moment, and then we have one last hill at the end. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. You did it. Now you're going to create your own. So, number 2. In a single day, it snowed lightly during the morning, then heavily for the rest of the day. Graph time on the x-axis and total snowfall amount on the y-axis. Yes. Okay. Would you like to try this one on your own, or do you want to do this first one together? I assume all the people that didn't answer would like to do it by themselves. Okay. So time is the x-axis, so it needs to go where? Bottom. As long as it will. There we go. Okay, time. Then we are going to have snowfall. Okay, so how would we show snowed lightly throughout the beginning of the day and then heavily for the rest of the day? I'd go maybe a slight increase. Come on. There we go. It's going to be one of those days, I guess. A slight increase, and then just a greater increase is really all. Okay, what you really just want to make sure that you have is a pretty definitive change, okay, to show. Okay. Let's talk about number 3. So we have Mia bought a painting. The value of the painting dropped by 25% after 1 year, then increased in value over the next 5 years, reaching a value that was twice what she had paid for it. Graph time on the x-axis and value of the painting on the y-axis. I think I'm going to let you try this one on your own with the person you're sitting next to. So, time on the bottom, and value can go on your y-axis. It's not great. Well, you get what you get sometimes.
You should read this.
Does it have to start from the little crossing point? Does it have to start from the origin?
No. Great question. It does not have to start from the origin. Okay? It does not have to start from the origin. It could, just like this one did, but on maybe the next graph, maybe that wouldn't make sense for it to start at the origin. For instance, if it started at a $0 value, it can't go down. Yeah.
Wait, it started at a $0 value?
No, I'm saying if you started at the origin, you're saying that the painting started at a $0 value.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. I do notes in class all the time.
Why did you just? Wait, I have a
I don't know. Do teachers get mad at y'all for passing notes?
In elementary school,
Well, I've never passed a note, but like in
That seems like a stereotype.
Oh, no.
I got in trouble for passing.
I never have a
Why are you passing notes, Winter?
It wasn't in like elementary, but still.
Oh,
I got in trouble.
I don't know. Because you're not paying attention.
Wait,
It's a great question.
Mr. Bennett.
Okay.
Wait, is the Kool-Aid man's body the Kool-Aid or the glass?
The glass.
The Kool-Aid man's blood?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He's like drinking his own blood.
Sort of, yeah.
Isn't that cannibalism?
Okay. It would only be cannibalism if everyone else was Kool-Aid also, and then they were drinking.
But it's blood.
Okay. Well, you can like.
You can drink blood.
I'm never gonna get over 200 YouTube subscribers with these kind of discussions going on there.
Mr. Bennett, I just
Also, there's a freaking. Okay, I gotta pause this.
be right back. Mr. Bennett, I just subscribed to 50 subscribers now.
Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna pause it. I'm gonna leave it on there. There's some 8th grader that I had last year is trashing my YouTube page right now. Like I just put, like there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm basically posting like poor man's Khan Academy videos. Like it's not like I'm up here like doing funny sketches and stuff. And so on one video, which is just us solving like equations, this kid was just like, sick vids, brah. It's like, all right, well, what am I supposed to do? And then what else did they say? Do what? Well, he's a coward and is hiding behind a username, so I don't know who it is, but
what's the username?
you bet it's Connor. I don't think it's Connor.
I said that.
Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I needed to vent about that. Okay, so what do we think? Where does the value start?
Right there.
Yeah, we can start right there. So then what? So then what happens? And then how much does it go up in value? It doubles, right? So it needs to be like maybe matching this height right here, right? So we need to make sure that you bring it all the way back up there. Okay? So about right there. I'm going to have you do this one on your own as well. I'm interested to see what this looks like. So number 4. Lizeth, read the first sentence of number 4. Winter, second sentence. Zoe, the next sentence.
It continued doing this until it settled on the ground.
Ryan, last sentence.
Ryan, a little louder, I can't hear you.
Ryan, don't let her talk to you like that. Wow. All right, do number 4. You don't know what's going on. You literally.
I just got here.
We're literally doing the exact same thing we did when you walked in. Like. You are drawing or sketching the graph that was just described. That's it. Yep, that's it. You just didn't miss anything. Is all I meant.
I should have told my mom and dad. Mr. Bennett, you have 51 subscribers.
Let's go. Maybe I'll give y'all like drop your lowest test score or something. Brian, they're building a Buc-ee's in my hometown. Yeah,
What's your hometown?
Amarillo.
Buc-ee's is so overrated. I said it.
Doesn't offend me. I'm not a Buc-ee's.
Mr. Betty, you have 50 more subscribers now.
Good.
52.
What's coming back from Thursday?
That's subscribers.
Twice coming back from Thursday. That's like no.
Nice. I lost one. What?
But it is in unsubscribe.
I've been subscribed. I was your 20th.
Man, that's brutal because I've had that. Man, the 8th graders last year just did not subscribe at all. All right, number 4. Distance. And this is distance from the ground, also known as. Nice. Okay, so where do we need to start? Yeah, maybe like right here. Okay. Now, in general, okay, it doesn't have to be exact, but it doesn't need to start at the bottom because we're dropping the basketball off of what? A building. Okay. So you've got to use. This is why it's called real world graphs. Okay. I know these seem like we're just making these up, but graphs like these, are very easy to produce while collecting data. Which we will do next week, hopefully, as long as the weather cooperates. But so where do we go? Yeah, so we're going to go down. Now, where do we need to go down to? All the way to the bottom. Because if you dropped it from here and you went right here, you just Wingardium Leviosa that ball, and you can't do that. Okay? So it's got to go all the way down to the ground.
What if I meant that as the bottom, but I didn't
then you would need to very specifically mark that, but just for future reference, that x-axis can be used typically as the ground. Okay.
I've been there since whenever you had 30.
Thanks, Brian.
I was the 20th subscriber.
I've been there since day one.
I guess I should just start putting that in my syllabus.
Subscribe to my YouTube.
I actually have it verified that 8th graders from last year watch my videos more now this year than they did last year. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty sure I just heard Audie call it an oven, but yes. Okay. All right. Hey, are we good with this one? This class. I'm in a goofy mood, I guess.
You said 1 minute? It's okay if it's like just in them.
All right.
Oh, that's 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
We'll wait till it gets to 1 minute or to 5 minutes. No.
He's gonna explode your microwave. Mr. Benny, you're gonna I have an easy bake.
Okay. I'm not sure how this got away from me. So if we could come back, I would love to have math class. I am extremely tired. Y'all, please quit being disrespectful. I am, I'll say, in a goofy mood. I'm very tired. My son is like week 3 into having nightmares between 3 and 4:30 in the morning. And since my wife is pregnant, I'm the one that's obviously getting up with him because she needs to sleep. So I am tired, okay? And when I get tired, I get I don't get cranky. Do I seem cranky?
You can take a nap and I can teach the class.
No, please, no.
You literally 5 seconds ago were just like, I don't know what we're doing.
Before you explained it to me.
I said we're doing graphs. And you go, oh.
It's not as obvious.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell her. Okay, number 5. Jace is speeding on a highway. We'll say it's the Autobahn. Okay, there's
Actually, my brother's
no speed limits, and gets stopped by a police officer. The officer gives him a ticket, and he continues. And he continues on the highway. Graph time on the x-axis and his speed on the y-axis.
Bennett, this one time when it was prom, my brother got pulled over and he got 3 tickets. It was $600. 3 tickets.
I would like for you to do 5, 6, 7, and 8. Actually,
No, you're going.
maybe for a little bit.
He's going really fast, right? And then he stops. And then he's like, oh, here's your ticket, license and registration, please. And then you go.
Pay real close attention to the lines that you're drawing on the slowing down. Okay, that when the car stops, does the car stop immediately? No, it has to slow down to a stop. Okay, so make sure that you show that with the graph. You can't just drop off a cliff. We could, but
I almost got pulled over around my neighborhood.
you good, Brian?
Yeah. That's really funny.
Thanks. That's why I have 50 YouTube.
On my bucket list is I have to drive a car
Into a lake. No, have you? Okay. I've got Miss Gay Trust number on speed dial, I think.
I don't want to talk speed dial. The last person I want to talk to.
Mr. Bennett, does the man continue speeding?
Hey, with the
He lost
parachute
his subscriber
though.
on YouTube.
Like, not say
No phone. No phone. Don't bring the locker.
Actually, the rule is if you have a child, you're allowed to have your phone in class.
I have a child, so my license is
I have a child.
Mr. Bennett, I need my child. Mr. Bennett, I need my child. Audie has a TA.
I have a kid.
Yeah,
Mr. Bennett, I have a baby.
She's married.
She has birthday.
I'm married.
Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett, I have a baby.
Oh,
Yeah, Mr. Bennett, I am Bennett.
I got one too.
Exactly. Me and Brendan got baby mama.
you're pregnant with Jesus?
You see that? No one else.
That one lady that thinks she's pregnant.
I'm gonna have to. Y'all aren't gonna get to be on my YouTube today. I'm definitely gonna have to delete this.
Mr. Bennett.
You just said you were pregnant with Jesus on my recording.
I was joking.
This class. I don't know how y'all scores are so high. What?
Oh, you did not just say that. Let's just say you gotta pay child support.
What if I have a baby mama?
You have to pay child support.
I got one too.
You gotta go to court for custody. I have a kid.
Then you're saying you should get to have your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if like, I'm like,
That depends. Are you a responsible father, or are you
Yes, I am. I pay my child support. Even though I shouldn't have to. I bought a kid diapers. I bring him food, not his friends, and not her other kids.
I have friends. My child is 74.
Wow. Brandon's got a Benjamin Button scenario going on with his baby.
Yeah. Wait, Benjamin Button scenario was that?
Benjamin Button? Baby's born an old man, and as it gets older, it actually gets younger.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah, so I know that.
It's a weird movie.
With the black
I don't remember the color of the mom's skin, but Brad Pitt's in it. All right, number 5.
I told you.
We don't go back up. Okay. That's okay. So, I think the key parts. There's a couple of parts. Specificity is really important. being really specific about the way that you're drawing your lines. And on the desk up here. So he was speeding up here. Okay. He sees the lights. He pulls over. That's him slowing down right here. Right. This time right here is him being stopped. Okay. He's pulled over. He is done with the police officer. He speeds back up, but he's not speeding anymore. So he's got to maintain an appropriate speed level towards the end. So if your graph keeps going up, that's going to be a problem. Coming from someone who's gotten pulled over more times than I can count for speeding, you don't speed right after you get caught. Yeah.
Can you get pulled over again?
Yeah. And if you get pulled over again, well, no, but like you're going to get a pretty hefty ticket.
What if you get pulled over by the same cop? That'd be pretty funny.
Not to him, probably.
What if a cop just pulled you over because they're not
Isn't that illegal?
I know that's funny, but that kind of stuff does happen, and I actually think that's not very funny because that's an abuse of power. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna have to delete this recording. All right. I'm not gonna. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. Number 6.
It's just questions about the law.
It's not about the law.
Mr. Bennett, keep it safe, but don't post it so that you'll always remember it.
I got plenty of y'all.
No, you take this video specifically.
Hashtag class of 2023.
Please do number 6 through 8 if you haven't done so already. Yeah, you are. We're just going to wait a couple more seconds.
I'll go from 7 to 6 to 8 baby daddy.
What?
He said he killed a baby daddy. I had baby daddy.
I do not understand number 7. I do not understand.
Which one?
Number 7.
Hey,
So, another key part. Listen, please. Another key part of creating these. Brian, sit down. Put the football down. No.
over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Darn.
I know.
Kind of sounded like bend down. Yeah. You know? They're like,
Nope. A key thing to keep in mind is what are they asking you to use as your like units of measurement. Okay. So like on number 6, what are our 2 units that we're using?
yards.
Yeah, total yards and then games. Okay. On number 7, this is another time one, but we're not talking about speed. If we were talking about speed, every time the bus stop stops, what would it be happening? Every time the bus stops, what would be happening? Yeah, it'd be going straight down, wait, up, straight down, wait. Okay. But that's not what's happening. We're measuring distance. Okay. So what's happening over the course of time in terms of distance whenever the bus is stopped? Yeah, it's going to be a flat line, right? So like on number 6, we've got yards and games.
Yeah, they were real. Have you seen Jack Sparrow? No.
What do pirates do?
They
Bahamas to the Caribbean.
Doesn't everyone?
free. Yes, they're very economical pirates. They're very financially responsible.
What if they run out of food?
They get food.
Would you get tired of fish? Would you like, not what?
They don't just stay out on the ocean
Uber Eats doesn't
for.
go into the ocean.
How do you know? You live in Oklahoma. Maybe they do. Okay. Here is an example of number 6. Okay, he ran the same number of yards in each of the first 6 games. After the 6th game, he did not play for the rest of the season due to an injury. So he gained yards for games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then after that, he didn't anymore. Okay. On number 7, we have Alice drives the school bus. Don't run over me, please. Alice drives the school bus. On her morning route, she stops at every block to let students on. Okay, so
Does Alice speed too
as a school bus driver,
just like Jake?
maybe. I don't know.
Has a school bus ever been pulled over?
Yes, I've been on a bus that got pulled over.
Really? What?
I think they were speeding. And then I was on another bus that they had to check all the cargo. Yeah.
Did you see that?
All right. Man, this class gets me so off topic. All right, we're going to do number 7. Okay. It's going to start at the origin. Well, first, we were working with distance and time. Okay. Why is it starting at the origin?
Because she hasn't gone any distance.
Yeah, because you haven't gone any distance if you haven't started yet. Okay, so you're going to start right here. Okay, you're going up. And then level, up, level, up, level, up. Oh, dear. That is because your math teacher, although a highly gifted person, is not a gifted artist. And I can't draw. What do you mean, why is it getting higher?
She goes more distance over time.
Yeah, because it's distance over time.
No. Do a soccer.
I didn't hear the last part of that.
think the royal merchant from Outer Banks is real?
I've never seen Outer Banks.
Outer Banks is overrated. I don't really Outer Banks.
Was it on Netflix? I'll watch it.
I have a question about number 6.
Yep.
Why would I just like plateau at the start and just drop down after?
Because it's counting his total number of yards. So he gained the same amount of yards every game. And so his total yards for the season are going up. And then after he gets injured, he stops gaining yards.
Oh, he gained yards.
Yep.
I thought he got the same yards for each game.
He did, but what they're saying right here is this is like yards, but this is total for the season. Okay? Now, if they said that we're measuring, and that's why it says it specifically right there, okay? Now, the way that you're thinking about it, Brandon, it would be like yards per game. And then the way that you were thinking about it would be spot on. Okay? Number 8. Ray started his workout by running on the treadmill. Don't run on treadmills, kids. Okay, his heart. Why is this story time? Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Ray started his workout by running on the treadmill. His heart rate rapidly increased and remained high during his run. That's good. After the treadmill, he lifted weights. His heart rate increased and decreased during this time. Oh, he's doing a HIIT workout. So, what do we think? Where do we start? Do we start at the very bottom? Why don't we start at the very bottom, children? Because he did not wake up from cardiac arrest and be like, ooh, I shall run on the treadmill now. Okay, so we're going to start right here. Now, this is going to be heart rate. Okay, and then time. What do we notice about time? Where is it always located? More specifically, the x-axis. Okay, time and the x-axis, the x-coordinate, the x variable are independent variables, right? They can't be manipulated. Time is time. Okay, so that's why it's always down there if we're using time. So yeah, we can start about up here. He started at a healthy, we'll say 70. Okay, it's gonna climb, and then climb maybe slightly more. Okay, rapidly increased. Then after the treadmill workout, he hopped off, started lifting weights. Probably went up a little bit more, but then we're going to have rapid increase and decreases. And now that last part is really, this last section, how much you go down and how much you go up. It's really debatable. There's no right or wrong answer because it really depends on the person. Well, but you know about you getting your heart rate up, like you've been outside and ran around. Yeah, and you can feel your heartbeat. Okay, what? What's a good heart rate? It just depends on the person.
My dad's at like 50, I'm at like 60.
Well, older people's heart rates are slower, I think. But he also do what? I'm not sure that's what it means. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure your blood flow has anything to do with how long you can hold your breath.
Like 2 years ago, I was in my Jeep and it was sitting to move my baseball right quick to the tournament and got canceled. And I was running on a treadmill. And my friend put it up to like 19 miles an hour. And then I took it run that far and it shot me back at all the weights and it scraped up my whole side. It was really bad.
I bet so.
It hurt a lot.
All right. This last one, okay, is graph matching. So Carrie, Luke, and Mason received the same allowance each month from their parents. Carrie spent a small amount of her money in the first half of the month, then spent the rest in the second half of the month. Luke steadily spent his money throughout the entire month. Mason rapidly spent all of his month. That is a typo. All of his money in the first half of the month. Match each child's spending with the correct graph below. Okay, so you can just write the names. I'll give you about 45 seconds to get those if you don't already. If you do have those, you are welcome to start on your homework. Yes.
Mason's not very smart.
Why?
He started spending all the money he spent all his money.
Maybe he knew exactly what he wanted. All right. What's the first graph? Or whose graph is the first graph? Mason. Second graph? Carrie. And last graph? Luke. All right. Now, I want to see who you are as a person. Who's a Mason? Everyone in here is a Mason, a Carrie, or a Luke. Who's a Mason? I am a Mason. You give me money, I will spend it.
That's from Audi.
I am already loading gift cards onto my phone the second that I unwrap them. Because I'm just like, I already know what I'm going to get. All right, who's a Carrie? Interesting. Okay. And who's a Luke? There we go. There we go.
I'm trying to save up for a car, but that's not going very well right now.
Well, maybe we can do a finance class or something. But it doesn't. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say is it doesn't matter which one you are. It doesn't matter which one you are as long as you budget. Okay? As long as you budget, it doesn't matter which one you are. Okay? There's not one that's better than the other as long as you budget. If you don't budget, it would be better to be a Carrie. But if you budget, it doesn't matter which one you are.
I'm trying to save up until I'm 16, but I have to pay for contacts every year.
You do?
Yeah, that's like 500. So
Contacts are how much?
well, it kind of depends. Like the first year I got contacts, they were 800, and then
Are they made of gold?
no, and then
No.
it was like 200, and then this last year it was 600.
Wow.
Wait,
You have to
what
pay
for contacts?
I think I pay about like $250, but that's for 2 years worth.
Oh yeah, do you wear monthlies?
They're supposed to be monthlies, yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be monthlies. I said what I said. Do what? What? Are you trashing my coffee? It's toxic.
Did your weapon do that?
Miss Peary got it for me, actually.
You're gonna take that?
Yeah.
Speaking quick.
Please work on your homework. What's the deal?
If I make the ball from here to there, it's no homework for anybody. But
Sure.
I get 3 tries.
Sure.
Alright.
All right, Brian's gonna shoot 3 times. If he makes one of them, y'all don't have to do this homework.
Believe in him.
Stop doubting me.
Please tell me you were recording that. Oh my god. Mr. Bennett, were you recording?
I mean, not like this.
No, but like.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. All right. So that sheet, if you would like some practice, you have that sheet. Keep it. Okay. So here is what you have tasked. Okay. So that we are not.
He's so proud of himself. Mr. Bennett, you should make that up.
So those offers are almost always on the table, for the record. Last year's 8th grade made those deals with me all the time. They only worked out for them once or twice, but good job, Brian. I loved the stop doubting me. And then the chest pass into the goal. Everyone has a math goal. Please work on one. Okay. Yes. Gus.